So when I think about governance, especially in South Africa, the first thing that comes to mind is the King Code on Corporate Governance. And it's really our standard of corporate governance here in South Africa. And it was actually drafted by a retired judge called Mervyn King to lead the path to good governance on any global front. But maybe what's important for this year is in February this year, we got a new version of the code that was released. It's King 5. And it's interesting because it re-amplifies ethics and effective leadership. But I think the two important changes is it's telling us or giving us guidance on how to report on sustainability in your environment. What does sustainability mean? Because there's a big focus on ESG and sustainability. And also, if you had to measure yourself against the King 5, you'd probably ask, how do I know I'm successful and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in terms of King? It actually measures output. So it's not just a tick box exercise where I say, I've got a policy and this is what it does. It actually goes to the extent of you putting actions to that to say, but this is what we've done. These are the CSI projects that we have, and this is the value that we've created. So in terms of new governance, that's really what I would like to focus on for the second half of the year, see what that means for us. Essentially, all the King is preaching is an ethical organization that has effective leadership, which talks to culture. So if you had to ask me, somebody who's not doing company sec or who's sitting in an investment team or maybe just being a PA, it's actually the same thing as culture. And how can they contribute? They can contribute by, showing up, having the right attitude. How do we work with each other? It's the simple things. How do we treat each other? Things like, are we giving each other honest feedback? Are we in an environment where employees can give honest feedback and receive honest feedback and criticism without feeling that they're not safe or they're going to be targeted? So if you have those things going on, a simple thing of an honest culture, being able to give honest feedback, taking your job seriously. We come to work not to, yes, we want our work to be a friendly environment and we want it to be a family space, but it's also a job. So we also need to be performance driven and serious about our job. So for me, an employee can contribute to the governance by having the right attitude and being in a safe space that they themselves can also help create and take accountability, take ownership. If you see something wrong, even though it's not in your space, get up and go to that person or that desk and say, hey, listen, but this is not how we do things. This is how it's supposed to be. So it's simple things. That's where it starts.